usual, this is Maysha with A Case of Living and wanted to bring you all a bit of a vlog today. This morning, my friend Scott posted something from Inspire Your Beautiful Soul, and it said, "Never forget, there is a strength inside of you that roars louder than any of life's storms." And it immediately made me think of the Tower card, which of course has rain and it's all black. Of course, it's night, but you can see lightning. And so there's definitely a storm going on here in the Tower card. And some people see the Tower card and they see, oh my God, something bad's going to happen. I see change. When I read what Scott shared today, from Inspire Your Beautiful Soul, never forget there's a strength. Well, yes, it is our power because we are energy. So it is the frequency we're holding. There's a frequency inside of you that roars louder. Your voice, your choices, the way you are representing yourself, the way you are being, your frequency that you're holding, that there's a frequency that is you, that shows up in the world, that roars louder, that says more about you, that stands stronger, that can withstand any of life's storms. I love wind. Wind is change. Wind moves things. Now, a lot of people don't like change. Well, we just as well embrace change because things are always changing. And if we don't energetically live with intent, then we're just going along with whichever way the wind blows. So there is a frequency inside of you that no matter what storms are going on in life, no matter what tower moments, your frequency can withstand it. Your frequency can decide, or the storm can. Well, I love change because everything is always changing anyway. So I embrace that and I let my frequency decide. Now, does that mean I am a control freak? No. That means the people in the cheap seats, other people's societal programming, et cetera, is not deciding. They're not the winds that are deciding what my life is. The frequency that is me is deciding. I love thunder. I love the sound of thunder. Now, some people, it's disruptive to them. It is alarming. It is disturbing. It's vocalization to me. It's nature talking. Now, some people don't want to hear what's got to be said. Some people don't like communication. Let's leave well enough alone. Let's keep that under wraps. Let's don't talk about it. Maybe it'll go away. No, it won't. No, it won't. Let's talk around the issue. Then you don't know what was really said. Well, yeah, but then if I don't talk about it directly, one time whenever it comes up, I can say, well, I didn't say that. No, you didn't. You didn't say anything. Nothing concrete anyway. You didn't commit to anything. You didn't hold any particular frequency on it. You tried to hold a bunch of frequencies on it. We can't do that. So thunder to you is alarming because crap, it's making itself heard. It is stating emphatically, this is how it is. Thunder is brave, it's bold. I love thunder. Thunder is a bear in a china shop. It doesn't mix words, mince words. It says what needs to be said. Now, it doesn't mean that I think people should be rude and speak out of turn or roughly or loudly necessarily to one another or those things, but thunder is direct. Thunder says there is something to be said and it will be heard. It will be said one way or the other. Now, you can either choose your frequency and say it with your voice, the way you would like to say it, the way you're comfortable saying it, or you can let it be said just anyway. But if we don't say it in our frequency, we will end up not liking the way it is said because it will get twisted, it will be said other ways, et cetera, You see, this is the only control we really have in life. The things that we often think are control are actually not really control. I'm just not going to talk about that, or I'm going to talk vaguely about it, or I'm going to talk in circles about it, or I'm going to tell half the truth about it, etc., etc. I'm controlling it. No, you're not. You're leaving it open to interpretation. You just gave up your frequency, your power. When we stand in our frequency, in our truth, in our authenticity, that is the only power we have. And it's not power over someone else. It is merely who we are. And you see, when you stand in your authenticity, when you stand in your frequency, you are giving out the reverberation that you came here to give out. It puts out the vibrational frequency to have in your life what resonates with you, and to hold the frequency for everyone else, so that what is around you is what resonates with you, and to help bring everyone else up to the frequency that they came here to be in, so that we can all get to that place sooner. But when you don't stand in your frequency, then what you're putting out is less than your power, your frequency. And then that's when other lesser frequencies than yours can reverberate in and start the spiraling down effect. Because then you come more and more out of your frequency into their frequency, and you have less and less of your own frequency. You become less and less you, and more of them come in on you. So you thought, I got this, I'm in control. I'm not saying. I'm not this, I'm not that. I got this. I'm going to hermit. I'm going to keep it all to myself. I'm going to let that one assume this and this one assume that. Well, you're reverberating out inaccurate frequencies. And so what you're going to get back, you just put out chaos. You're going to get back chaos. It's going to look like this. You created a tower. Lightning. I love lightning. It can be destructive, yes. I don't like that part about it. I don't want things to be destructive, but it's illuminating. Lightning is the part of our frequency that lights things up and says, this is how it is. I like when things are illuminated. I don't like being in the dark. I can't make decisions if I don't know how things are. You can't make decisions if you don't know how things are. How do you want to be treated? Do you want to be in the dark? No. So when you leave others in the dark, oh, you're putting out chaotic energy. When we leave people in the dark, we are putting out chaotic energy. You see, no one wants to be left in the dark about something. They can't make decisions. They don't know what to do. They're left in loops of indecisiveness, loops of concern, loops of ruminating about things. You don't want to be in that loop. So first, treat yourself that way. Make a decision. What's the illumination here? And then put out the energy of, I've made a decision. Use your voice. Stand in your frequency. And yes, it is going to be some sort of change, even if that change is that there is no change right now. But there's going to be, because there is always change. Nothing stands still. Even if you choose to stand still for a few moments, everything around you is moving. So recognize that while you may stand still for a bit, everything else around you is moving, so you will move too. Or you will find yourself alone and in a foreign, barren place. And then swept suddenly by a tower, by a storm. Not of your frequency, but of the frequency of all the chaos and pandemonium in which you did not contribute any of your frequency to, but you let everyone else's frequency come in on you and cause. You see, the only power we have is by participating in the world in our frequency. That is how we withstand any storm, is by being in our frequency. That is how we prevent storms, is by being in our frequency. Some people are like, oh, don't speak up. You'll cause a storm. You might, but you're most likely going to prevent storms by speaking up. Or it's going to be a smaller storm. And then there's rain. Rain washes us clean. It purifies. From top to bottom, just like the light comes in, the rain comes down. I love rain. I love dancing in the rain. I love dancing. I love dancing in the rain. It's a part, folks. That's my frequency. Dancing in the rain with the wind going. There's a little thunder. I'm good with it. Mostly I don't need thunder, though. I'm my own thunder. Because I know my frequency. I know what it is I need to say and I want to say. And I'm my own lightning. Because I hold my frequency. I illuminate the situation myself. But when there is a storm, when I am in my frequency, when I am being me, there is no storm. There is no storm that my frequency can't handle. There's no storm that your frequency can't handle. Because you are perfectly designed as you. Be you. Don't let the winds of change decide for you. Don't let the thunder of someone else's voice vocalize for you. Be your frequency. Don't let someone else's illumination decide for you. This is the path. This is the way. This is how your life is going to be. No, you illuminate for yourself and show the world, this is mine. And that's the frequency you put out. And then that is what will resonate around you. There may be those around you who will have their own ideas about things. They may be strong. They may be narcissistic. They may be borderline personality disorder. They may be non-resonant energies who mirror yours just enough to get into your world to cause chaos in your world. You have to learn to recognize those, and those are the ones you do put up boundaries with. But when you are in your frequency, you know that. You recognize them. And they learn to recognize really quickly, holy smokes, it's not working anymore. They've got me figured out. And they go away. Or they stop trying. Because thunder only happens when it's raining. Players will only play you when they're playing. Winners, they will come, but they will go. Because a winner will not stay stuck in a loop with you. They know their frequency, and they recognize that you have put them in a loop. And when the rain washes you clean, when you get in your frequency, and that strength inside of you speaks up and identifies you, when that frequency illuminates, vocalizes, when the rain washes you clean, says, this is me, you'll know. I love storms. Storms never last. Tower moments never last. We can have fewer of them when we stay in our frequency. Right now, the whole cosmos is not in vibrational frequency. Therefore, they are going to happen. We have non-resonant frequencies around us. The stronger we stand in our frequency, the less their frequency reverberates in on us. That's what causes the tower moments. Non-resonant frequencies reverberating in on us causes life's storms. Hold your frequency. You reverberate out. Yes, some of them will come into your orbit. You be you. Never forget, there is a strength inside of you. It is your vibrational frequency. use it to hold your frequency, to set the course, to live with energetic intent. It's your wind. To be your own thunder, to vocalize for yourself. And thunder can be soft. It doesn't have to be loud. To be your own illumination. Lightning doesn't have to be the scary electrocuting, although it can be shocking at times. And make sure that you breathe. Let yourself have the light, which is analogous to the rain. Let it come down and wash you. Keep your frequency. And this is how we're always living, even in storms and great pickup.